I am here with the man, the myth, the legend, Braden. He has fought Zeus and won on many epic battles, and he has also recently defeated Batman.
You weren't supposed to tell them that one yet.
Yeah. All right. All right. All right. So we're talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender series. Um,
Mhm.
Supposedly there's a new third series coming out. Oh crap! Where did I put that information? I just had it up. But yeah. So figured we'd talk about it since there's news on a new one possibly. Where is it? There it is. Cool. Got it. It's gonna be Avatar: Seven Havens, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'll be honest. I think so. First off, let's start off. Let's start off really good here.
Okay.
Actually, let me double check, make sure our audio is good. This podcasts always have a tendency to audios being weird. Give me 1 second. Boop boop. Split second here, guys. Sorry. Stop. Let's start off. Let's start off really good here. Perfect. It sounds great. All right. Cool. So, is Avatar an anime?
See, we discussed this during our anime podcast, Lonnie.
Yeah, but you remember that one was all like mumbled and jumbled, and like we couldn't hear each other in that one because we're
True.
professionals.
Um, I believe we agreed that it is an anime. Um, it's definitely a American anime, but yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. See, yeah, it's an American, I guess, ish anime, um, or as people like to call them, cartoons, like a really well done cartoon. Um, so
I consider it anime.
yeah, well, it's like people that talk about like they're like Pokemon's an anime. I'm like,
No.
yeah, no, I mean, I don't get it. Like, I don't get the whole Pokemon being an anime thing. Uh, so what I would say is like I actually consider the Avatar: The Last Airbender series like one of the greatest cartoons of all time, and I genuinely mean that, like legitimately.
Yeah.
Like the first one with Aang and everything, it's fantastic. What's up, Tristan? It was fantastic, very well done. Story was awesome. The comedy in it is freaking hilarious. You love Pokemon, dude? A lot. Everybody loves Pokemon for the most part. Not as big of a fan about Nintendo these days, but Pokemon's amazing. Um, but like freaking, I don't know. We're both doing good. Appreciate it. But like, I don't know. So as far as the Avatar: The Last Airbender is concerned, like the comedy on it is priceless. It's funny as can be. The characters are really, really well done. Very unique characters. The whole series has really good storyline that just progressively gets better and better and better. The protagonists are
Yes.
great. The antagonists are great. I honestly can't find much of a fault on the whole entire series, at least for the first one, at all.
Um, I mean, there was a few storylines here and there that I wasn't a big fan of, but overall,
Are you talking about the
no.
like the beach thing with the Fire Nation, Zuko, and the?
Uh, yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that.
That wasn't the one you were thinking
Um,
of.
it wasn't, but you said that, and it made me think, yeah, I really hate that one more than the one I was thinking of. But
Great
yeah,
and nice. Yeah.
there
So
were certain characters that I wasn't a huge fan of.
like who? Like who?
Jet from season one.
Yeah, he was annoying, but he had a place.
He had a place, and I get it. He had his place in the story, and it fit.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't watch that episode anymore because he's just so annoying.
I agree,
I
actually.
can't.
Yeah, he's a pain in the rear. But like freaking, it was trying to show, like, obviously it was trying to show that like good intentions can be bad.
Yeah.
So I think that was a very, very interesting thing. So he's like a necessary evil for the show, I guess you could call it, um, or a necessary boringness for the show. Uh, and like he does actually come in clutch later when they're in Bossing Say. So I mean, like it does work out
I
a little
mean,
bit there. But dude, like, who's your favorite character in Avatar?
oof. Okay.
I
I
haven't.
was gonna ask you this question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So, so I want to say Sokka just because I love your funny side characters who literally exist
Hmm.
just to cause havoc and be comedy.
Hmm.
But my favorite character is Zuko just because I love his whole story arc from going pure evil to one of his greatest allies.
I can I can get behind that, but that's the problem with this. Actually, this would be the one problem with this show, is like every storyline's really good. So you got
Yeah.
even Jet's like I said, it's a necessary evil, but freaking my favorite character by far, bar none, is Toph. Toph is the greatest character
Okay.
of all time,
It's fair. See, I feel like everyone says Toph,
dude. You can't beat her.
which she, she's in my top three for sure,
Hmm.
100%.
The Blind
But
Bandit, Melon Lord. The it's just she's freaking awesome, and the way she out of all of them, including like Aang, she has mastered her like earth bending better than anybody else has mastered their own.
yeah,
Like she's by far the most powerful at bending that specific thing.
the fact that she's so in tune with the earth, she can see without being able to see
Hmm. Yeah, it's freaking sick.
is
Yeah,
okay. Let me ask you this: who was the better villain, Zuko or Azula?
Azula, dude. Azula was awesome. Like I like Azula because she's literally just chaos. She is chaotic. She's like the Joker. Oh, my little eyes. She's like the Joker, but she has like she's out just to create and cause chaos. She has no meaning or rhyme behind what she's doing. She's she kind of is trying to prove a point, but like overall she could care less. And those are the most dangerous villains.
See, I agree with you, only for one thing. She had nobody. Zuko had the voice of reason in his corner of
Hmm.
Uncle Iroh, who
Hmm.
kept him grounded.
That's my second favorite character. Was Iroh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
he's
Iroh
great.
is a beast. But yeah, dude, freaking yeah, I get it. You know, she was in a kind of a worse situation, even though she was still in her father's court and everything, and still part of her like I guess her father's like children that he liked. Um, uh,
Hmm.
but you know, is she was just pure evil. Like even when she was younger, like you do the flashbacks, she was chaotic. She was horrible. Like she just grew up spoiled brat, and then she ended up continuing on with it. She had a little bit of like a little change when she was older, and towards the end of the Avatar series, she was starting to like
Yeah.
figure it out a little bit. But yeah,
Hmm.
she's a really good villain. Now, what is it? What's the name of the bounty hunter?
Oh,
Mine Explosion Man or whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean? Explosion
yeah,
Head Man.
yeah.
Sokka named everybody. It's freaking great, dude. What is his name?
Um,
But yeah, dude, that guy was freaking awesome.
I'm not
It's like
seeing it.
explosion something. Well, anyways, he's got like what was his power? It was like he didn't even have like a like it wasn't one of the bending, was it? It was like a
No.
oh no, it was firebending, wasn't it? It was like a rare version of firebending. It was like explosion. That's gonna bother the crap out of me actually now. But the whole point is like he was freaking awesome, like sweet bounty hunter, like really freaking ridiculously hard to fight. Uh, yeah, he was freaking cool, dude. And I also like. Good.
I was gonna say, speaking of rare bending, what's your favorite storyline? Mine is a certain one because it carries over into the second series, Legend of Korra, where they meet the Bloodbenders.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the bloodbending, dude. So,
Mm-hmm.
so this is. I was gonna get into that. So, what is the favorite of the two series of yours? The first or second one?
See, I like Korra, but I literally Avatar: The Last Airbender came out when I was 6, so that was like prime age for me. That's what I watched. So I'm gonna have to say the first series.
Mm-hmm.
All love for the second series, but I prefer Aang over Korra.
Main character. So that I wasn't talking main character. So main character, yes, Aang by far. But I like the Korra series actually better, and the reason being is you get to see the way that like Aang, Katara, and all of them Toph, how they created the future, and you get to see flashbacks into what they did to create that future. Like you have Toph, was it Toph's sister who helped like with the metal benders and everything, created the metal bender tribe, and then you have like freaking, and then they're all security guards, and Toph was a security like person. You have Aang who helped create the Republic. You have bending, was it bending games, whatever they're called, the bending sport.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool. That was that was sick. It's just freaking. It was really really cool seeing the future technology advance, and the fact that the Cabbage guy ended up making Cabbage Corp in the future,
Yeah.
and he was still being destroyed by the Avatar, was hilarious.
I love the Cabbage guy.
Yeah. Not my cabbages. Yeah, the freaking Aang destroys his cabbage business all throughout the whole first series, and then in the future, Cabbage Corp. I guess how did he become successful when Aang was always destroying his stuff? That is one resilient businessman.
It had to have happened after he took on Fire Lord Ozai at the
Yeah.
very end,
Hmm.
because then Aang was just like gone, so there was no one there to destroy his cabbages.
I don't know, man. The way that whole series went, he probably had to fight. He wasn't even looking to destroy them. He just happened to destroy them. Like they were always in the way. So like,
But once he was gone, there was no one there. He could just
well, he never left. He
tend
helped
to his
he helped create the Republic.
I know, but he wasn't out causing mischief anymore.
But was he not? You don't know that. What I'm saying is like it's just funny that the guy like has got to be like the most resilient businessman in the history of mankind, and he freaking ends up making Cabbage Corp in the future, who is the second largest business, right behind what's her face's Anami's dad's business, I guess it is. I don't even remember. I don't remember what it was.
So long,
Yeah, I don't
honestly.
remember the name of it, but he makes the car, and that's how he becomes really wealthy. And Cabbage Corp ends up making like they made all sorts of other stuff. Wasn't Cabbage Corp the one that like designed all the weapons that helped take over? No, that was her dad's company did that. But yeah, he ended up. I think in the news, Cabbage Corp got blamed for something, and it got destroyed. Like actually in Korra as well. Like they went to jail or something,
Probably.
if I remember correctly.
Probably. Wouldn't surprise me.
It's freaking hilarious though. The cool thing though is like the first series was all one long storyline. So
Yeah,
it was
I
like
did like that.
there was a beginning, there was a you know, a middle and an end, obviously, and that was throughout the whole 4 books, right? And then uh, you have Korra, which the first 2 seasons were obviously planned because they both worked together pretty fluently. And then after that,
Mm-hmm.
the second 2 seasons were like their own chapters. So like it was the one with her uncle, and then you had another season after that was completely different. So it was oh yeah, it was after her uncle and opening the spirit world and everything. So it was really interesting because like it was almost like having different, almost different versions. What I said, it's like different chapters. It was actually like chapters, unlike the first one, which was like one big series, one long series.
Yeah. Well, it also helped with the first series because they started writing the comic books like in between the first and second season
Mm-hmm.
going forward, and that continued like all like your side stories that you don't necessarily see in the show.
Like the
So they
cabbage
already
guy.
had like, yeah, like they already had storylines on storylines on storylines planned out because they were writing them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Korra ever got like comic books, so they were kind of just winging it after season 2.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But so the first, I actually personally I like the second one better. I like the technology. I actually like Appa's the best, obviously, but I did like the polar bear dog, um, and the fire ferret Paku. Was it Paku? I think the fire ferret. Now,
Yeah.
the cool thing about Korra is later on, it does get into like those rare benders. You
Mm-hmm.
have Zazu or what is his name? I think Zahid or whatever. He could fly. He used airbending and he could fly. That was crazy. So he got like really powerful. He hooked up with the girl who could create arms for herself with water bending, and the guy who can lava bend, which Bolin finds out how to
Yeah.
do later, which is sick. So like everybody
Mm-hmm.
had like their own specialty bending.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do like how Korra like definitely expands on the universe, and like you do get to see new stuff, but I'm a sucker for the classics. I
Yeah.
like the set storyline. Here's your characters. Here's what they can do. This is why they're special.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite Avatar episode?
Mm, tough. Hmm. Honestly, I can't say that I have just one favorite. There is no bad episodes.
Yeah, that's very good. I would have to say my favorite one is it's either the one where Momo is like he's like watching and like he's explaining something to him and he's just sitting there going
Oh,
and you're it's like all from Momo's view and it's freaking hilarious. And he's like he's telling him what to do. He cracked me up. And then what would the other one would be pretty much honestly any episode related to Toph, but freaking I would say when she learns how to metal bend, it's freaking sick. She gets kidnapped by those bounty hunters, the guys.
yeah.
The boulder. The boulder says, "Yeah, the boulder." It's so great. They made it like a wrestling thing. The Fire
Yeah.
Nation man. Oh gosh, see those guys nailed the comedy and stuff. Yeah, and
I don't think there's a single. bad episode.
Yeah. The Sokka's sitting there going like, oh, he's like drooling. Oh, the boulder. Yeah. And well, I guess let's talk about what you want to see out of the third one.
Well, from what I've seen, it's following the trend. So we had Aang, who was air, Korra, who's water. Now we have earth, because before Aang was fire. So I like how they're continuing that trend. But reading this, what I like, this new avatar is going to be branded a destroyer rather than a savior. So I do like where that's going already.
So, anti-hero.
Yeah.
A hero, but not a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, from what it looks like, benders are looked down upon. So, I want to see how they go about that. Is it like they're illegal, like how it was with the earthbenders in the season 1 of the first series, where it's like it's illegal to do earthbending, and if they get caught, they get thrown in prison. Like, is it that kind of thing?
So from what the description says, and I guess I'll just read it real quick. It's Avatar Seven Havens. It's a sequel. It's a sequel to Legend of Korra, so it's right after Korra. It's set in a world that's been devastated by a cataclysm, so we don't know what that is. But the story follows a young earthbender named Pavi, and she discovers that it's a girl again. She discovers that she's the new avatar after Korra, so it's like literally right after Korra, I'm guessing from the description. In this dangerous era, the avatar is seen as a curse rather than a blessing. So that would make sense. From it's made by the same creators, and I guess there's an Avatar Studios now that does all this. It will be a cartoon series, and it's going to consist of 26 half-hour episodes, divided into 2 seasons, so 13 episodes a season. Coming out 2027, so a couple years. It's post-apocalyptic. So the remains of humanity survive a 7 Havens apocalypse. Don't know what that is. So
I'm almost wondering if this new avatar finds out she's the avatar and like loses her mind kind of thing, like is totally like caught off guard and loses control of her bending, and that's the cataclysm that destroys the world. Therefore, she's looked on as a destroyer.
So
maybe she's the reason why the world is destroyed.
So she went into an avatar state and destroyed everything.
Bingo.
Uncontrolled avatar state. It's an interesting take there, Braden. I wouldn't have thought of that, honestly. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. I think it'd probably be like, so what's so bad that could have happened between Korra at the end when the spirit realm was opened up and there was a bridge between both the spirit realm and the regular realm, and now when Pavi takes over, like what could have really horribly happened during that time? Obviously,
I don't know.
What you said is definitely a possibility. Maybe the spirit realm took over the regular realm, and that's why they hate the Avatar. So,
yeah,
that could be a possibility.
Yeah. It also says that she finds a long-lost twin sister.
What?
Maybe your sister has something to do with it?
And have no fear, she's going to have an animal companion. A cat monkey.
Interesting.
Named Geet. It's no Appa, but we'll go with it, right? But yeah,
Appa is the best.
yeah. As long as they stick to like how good they've been writing stories and everything, like
Mm,
I thought with Korra, I thought the fact that you had this guy who was running around taking people's bidding away and trying to make benders out to be a horrible thing was genius, and it like put the fear in like everybody and everything like that. You didn't know who he was, what he was doing, how he was doing it. Last we saw, Aang was the only person because he was Avatar that was able to take bending, and he did that to the Fire Lord. Um,
yeah.
it's very interesting because that was like a really good villain because you didn't know much about him, but they're out there and they were doing really bad stuff, and you had to figure out what they're doing. And what made it worse and harder to deal with was the fact that he was on the popular side. So like, it reminds me of the episode where, sorry, it reminds me of the episode where Korra's in the park and the guy's like on the podium yelling, "Benders are evil," and he's like yelling and everything, and she goes, "What do you mean? Bending's like the greatest thing in the world." He goes, "Oh yeah, I bet you're a bender, aren't you?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, I am." He goes, "See, this is what I'm talking about." It's so true. So like, yeah, he's like, non-benders are always being trampled on, blah blah blah, and it was really funny. Like, and they were on the popular side because like, I guess there was fewer and fewer benders during that show.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
so that was a it was a really funny take because there were fewer benders. They were even though like benders were providing the technology at the time too. Because if you think about it, they were using electricity bending to create generators and power for the whole city, and they were getting paid to do that. So it's crazy they hated benders so much, but yet they relied on them too at the same time.
It's a double standard.
Yeah. But I thought that was just really funny. And I love how they kept the comedy too, because like they had like the homeless guy. He's like, she goes, "Oh, well, how are you doing?" He goes, "Oh, I'm doing great." He goes, "I'm gonna go home now." And he goes over to the bush. He goes, "Is that your bush?" "Yeah, that's my bush. She's my home." And he's like looks over at it. It's like shining and stuff. He's like, "It's the greatest bush I could find." It was awesome. It's just really really good comedy, man. It's really well done. They had she got chased by the police when she first got there and everything. But yeah, it's just the storylines are good. The story is really good. It's really exciting to know that they're coming out with another one. Once again, as bad as modern writing's gotten, I'm almost a little afraid about it because it's how long? When did Core come out? That was out in like 2015 or something.
2012.
Wow, it was close. All right, yeah, 2012. So by the time it was done, it was about 2016. Yeah. So yeah, that's crazy. So like, it's been 10 years almost since the last Korra episode. That's nuts, man. Time flies. But yeah, writing's gone downhill a bit since then. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe it's the same guy. It says the same guys have something to do with it. That doesn't mean they're doing the writing. So
Yeah.
hopefully they do well. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, bud? Uh,
I just hope they keep the same energy, the same comedy, and just do it right.
now how are they gonna do comedy in a post-apocalyptic world?
You have that a sister dynamic, which is new,
Mm-hmm.
so they can play off each other. I'm sure they'll find companions along the way. Give me a Sokka character. Peak.
I
We're
thought
good.
Bowen was a great soccer replacement for the whole thing.
He
Like
was, yeah.
he was very good. He had a very similar, well, almost similar comedy. His was more like awkwardness than it was like just
Yeah.
straight like one-liners. But like it was really funny.
Well, and they both grew into great standalone characters on their own. They weren't solely reliant on being the Avatar's companion.
Yeah. Dude, that'd be awesome, Brandon. I'll be rooting for you. You'll be my favorite RLCS player if you get it. Yeah, it's freaking. So, like, so Bolin, um, learning to do. Like, do you think they'll come out with, like, any other, like, types of bending?
I mean,
I think if I had to predict, this is what I'm predicting. Okay, this is a
okay.
random prediction off the top of my head that I just randomly came up with. All right, so just random. All right, so what if the apocalyptic or like the apocalyptic world happened because of a new type of bending?
Like what?
I don't know. Meteor Man. I don't know. Like,
What would be so crazy overpowered that it would destroy the world?
we don't know. But why would they hate benders so much?
See, that's why I'm thinking it's the Avatar state
Time
took
bending,
over.
Brandon. That's actually
why
really
the
good. That's actually really good, Brandon. I didn't even think about that. Time bending. I mean, that'd be that'd be freaking crazy. And it'd automatically be my favorite type of bending. But still. Space bending, time bending. But that could create like an apocalyptic situation. So I mean, I don't know, man. It's a freaking good question. Like, cause to do something fresh and new in the new Avatar series, I think what would happen is I could be completely wrong, but I think what they're going to do is they're going to come up with some either subsection of bending because they've already done that, or they're going to come up with a new type of bending that no one knew about. I mean, look at the spirit battles they had in Korra. They had, what was it, not Zazu. That's the bird from Mufasa. The the yin and yang bending. There was the white little floaty dude and our girl, and then the black one. I can't remember their names, but anyways, they were like complete opposites. I mean, you never knew anything about them before, but they still fit the story really well to where they can make it. Actually, that was actually something I loved about Korra is the fact that they went back and showed you how bending started.
Yeah.
Like you got to see Juan, the original bender. He went from city to city collecting the powers from all the lion turtles. He became the first Avatar. That was cool.
Yeah. That was I did enjoy that.
Yeah. And the fact that they made it like a cartoon instead of like a cartoon in a cartoon. They like made it like even cartoonier. That was freaking sweet. But yeah, dude.
So Korra took place 70 years after the first series.
Okay, so Katara was what, 14 or 12 or something. So 70 years after she'd be 82.
At the start of the series, she was 14.
Yeah, so she'd be 84 then, right?
Yeah. And the new one is likely in the distant future, but a specific date isn't set yet. So,
well, it can't be too distant because it says it's right after Korra.
It could be 10 years. It could be 20 years. We don't really know, but it can't be super far ahead.
It'll be a lifetime.
Yeah.
A lifetime ahead. Korra was like, what, 17 or something? 16, 17 by the time it was over?
Yes.
It's just a random guess. I really don't know. But
I think.
Yeah. So that's interesting, dude. Time bending would be insane, though. Like, I don't know how you'd fit in the story, but that'd be crazy. And it could definitely possibly do some apocalyptic crap, so. I'm trying to think of, like, any, like, other types of like, currently there bending that could be created. You have, like,
now I'm just going through the Infinity Stones.
What if they just add on to the regular bending? Like, so water bending could be like snow bending or ice bending. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was talking about, Brandon. They can have what's up, Slim? That's what I'm talking about. They could have like a extension, like so in Korra they had the magnet lava bender, Bolin. They had the chick with no arms. What's up, Melinda? How you doing? Hey, appreciate you dropping in. Um, but like they had the chick with the no arms who was water bending. She did a lot of ice bending. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe there's like a new type of bending within the bending that's already there. They haven't explored like a new type of air bending. They just made it more
True.
They made it more powerful by making it to where the guy can fly. That was about it. So like fire bending's got lightning bending, lava bending, earth bending had. Oh wait, no, earth bending was lava. So fire's got fire and lightning. Earth bending's got earth and lava and metal. And then you have water's always been able to do like water and ice. Blood bending, that's its specialty. There's no specialty for air bending.
That's true.
Cabbage bending. Exactly. We were talking about that earlier. It's got to be the world's greatest businessman to survive all the wrecks and stuff that Aang did to him. And then in Korra, he had the Cabbage Corp, which is like this huge corporation. So he's like the world's most resilient businessman.
Technically, Lonnie, water bending does have another form.
Ice, water,
The most we've already talked about it. The most powerful
blood
form
bending.
is the only one capable of removing a bender's abilities.
That is true. Yeah. Have y'all seen the cabbage bending theory? No, actually I haven't. I'll have to look that up. Cabbage bending theory. This has got to be a fan theory. That's interesting. So that's what I'm saying though. Is like so. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. Fire has explosion magic, like explosion bending. So this guy called Alex Bale made a video with it. I'll have to look it up then. That'd be freaking awesome.
Oh, here it is. So a fan theory suggests that the cabbage merchant can bend cabbages possibly to create a successful company after his many misfortunes. That's it.
How does that work?
I don't know.
This is funny. So,
But it says Cabbage Merchant appears at many of the same locations as the main characters, leading to destruction of his cart. But yet he still somehow finds a way to always have cabbages and always be in business,
you know what it is.
suggesting he's a bender.
I have my own theory with this now, and I just made it up.
Okay.
The Cabbage Corp guy, the cabbage guy, he's all about insurance fraud. he insures his cabbage cart. He goes out and finds where Aang is, and Aang destroys his cart. And then he's a Fire Nation spy, yeah. And he always uses the insurance money to create a bigger cart with more cabbages. It's insurance fraud all the way up to corporate level. That's what it is.
Another theory suggests he was a member of the White Lotus,
That actually I do believe. I actually believe that.
because that explains why he was everywhere that they were.
He might have been a White Lotus spy. See, that's actually a theory that I do believe, because the White Lotus would consist of the Fire Nation guy who trained Aang. He's like Jawin or something like that. And then you have Iroh, Uncle Iroh. You have the water bender that trained Katara and Aang. And then actually that's the only ones I know. But Korra hated the White Lotus, so they were her prisoners or keepers. But yeah, freaking that's pretty funny, dude. I never heard of that fan theory. But dude, I just figured out the new airbending technique that they could use.
Okay.
Allergy bending. They throw pollen at people's faces and make them sneeze like crazy. I know. It's so obvious. He also makes airships crappy in Korra for some more fraud. Dude, yes. I'm telling you, man, there's something behind this insurance fraud theory. That's how Cabbage Corp got to where it was. He's like, dude, I swear, I'll have to go back and rewatch Korra, but I swear in the news you hear about Cabbage Corp going under due to something happening with the Avatar. I have to go back and like it was in a radio station or something. They were talking about it. But it's I'm so glad that they kept going with that like hilarious thing that they probably just randomly threw in there for funsies, and they just kept going with it in the new series because it was so popular. It was great. I wonder where Cabbage Corp's going to be in the future for the new one. Dude, what if Cabbage Corp is the reason for all the apocalyptic things that happen, like nuclear warheads? He got so tired of everybody destroying his cabbages, he just nuked the planet.
That would give me a new hatred for the cabbage merchant.
What, a hatred for him after everything that's happened to that poor man?
Yeah, he deserves it. He's in the Avatar's way.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, that's freaking hilarious, dude. I'm super just for the end. Like I'm like super excited about the new series. I hope it's extremely good because I honestly do think this is one of the best cartoons period out there. Like when it comes to just like straight storyline and straight storyline, straight character creation, like across the board. Ooh. The only one I would come up close to it American wise, cartoon wise, would be SpongeBob. But SpongeBob's a different type of cartoon. It's not like story based. So it's just funny and good. But yeah, as far as like when it comes to cartoons, amazing storylines and everything, like there's nothing that beats Avatar, Last Airbender, and Korra and all that. I think it's unparalleled and unmatched. Can you think of anything that even comes close?
American wise?
Yeah. Like anime, yeah, there's a lot of them that pretty decent. But just American cartoons
that have a story?
Yeah, like a really S tier story. I can't think of any. Like Justice League's really good, but it's a totally different thing. It's not a set like story. The Cabbage Man also did give a bunch of knowledge of what happened to Aang and the gang at the play in the Fire Nation to show what he could really be a Fire Nation spy. I actually forgot about that. That's how they got all the stuff for the play, and where Aang was played by a girl. That's hilarious.
I can't think of any.
No?
Like the last half of Spider-Man the animated series had a pretty solid story, but that was only for like 15 episodes.
Yeah. The only one that would come
I don't know.
Well, it's not even close, but the only one I could think of that's decent is like the Ninja Turtles. Like I can't remember which series it was, but one of them had like a really good storyline. Because there's a lot of different Ninja Turtle series.
Well, the original, the 87 one, didn't really have a story. The 2003 one had a very solid story. All the way through.
That might have been the one. I don't know. I can't remember which one it is.
The 2012 one had an okay story. It wasn't like really consistent. And then I haven't seen the new one, so.
Yeah. Well, guys, that was a good talk. Anything else you gotta say about the new Avatar, Last Airbender, or anything? I just hope they don't mess it up. And they've done good with the first and second one, so I honestly, my fears of it is pretty low.
The only thing I can say is if you haven't watched Avatar The Last Airbender in a while, go back and watch it. It's a great show. Deserves the love.
Yeah, amazing.
And with Korra.
I agree. All right, well, thank you everybody for popping in, seeing us. I might be back on in just a minute to play some Arc Raiders with Giant. I'll start a new stream for that. If I do, I'll just hop in and say hi and we'll play along. We'll see how it goes. I will see everybody for sure, though, on Wednesday night. And Peace and